Welcome to SHOT Show TV, and I'm David Lomardo. We're here with Tim Norris, who's with the National Shooting Sports Foundation Rimfire Challenge. Tim, what exactly is Rimfire Challenge?
David, Rimfire Challenge is a sport that was created to introduce people who may be shooters, may even not be shooters, but are definitely not competitors. And so this is a sport that was created that allows them to come in. It teaches them how to be in a competition, because it's a very different world than just going out plinking, in the desert. So Rimfire Challenge is the sport that welcomes the new shooter and teaches the new shooter how to be a part of the competitive community.
Is it sort of like a transitionary step then? It's non-competitor kind of?
Well, it can be, but as often as not, it's the first step. It's a step where we've had people who have never really done anything with guns at all, never really been shooters.
Really?
And there are a lot of us that have been in the sport. We'll do clinics and things like that, bring people up to speed. But the Rimfire Challenge was created to teach new shooters how to be safe and how to be competent, how to handle long guns, how to handle handguns. It's all about comfort. It's all about feeling safe, because I don't know about you, but when I started in competition back in the day, you went someplace, and if you went to a new range and you didn't know anybody, it was kind of intimidating.
Sure.
Because the other shooters would try and intimidate you, because it was all about competition.
Yeah. And they all knew each other.
Well, this is about competition, but it's about the welcoming side of competition.
So who is your target demographic in this?
The target demographic are people who thought that they might like to do something more than just go out and shoot paper targets. It's the course of fire is 5 steel targets, or 5 to 7 steel targets, and you shoot the targets. You have to hit each one. There's a stop plate that you hit last. You do that 5 times throughout your worst time, and that's your stage total. So it's been a great forum for people to come out and learn to do things, because it gives you instant feedback. We're shooting steel, not paper. It's exciting because you're shooting steel. It's kind of like a video game.
Yeah.
But mostly it's because people can come out and feel comfortable. It's a very family-oriented, very welcoming kind of deal. So back to the question, I guess, is our target demographic is anybody who would like to shoot more and have more fun doing it.
Now, shooting is not known to be one of the least expensive hobbies people take up. What sort of barriers to entry do you have into this?
Again, this sport was created with a very low barrier to entry in mind. You can have any 22 rimfire or 22 long rifle, 22 long rifle pistol. You should have 5 magazines for each, and that's it. You're ready to go. The proper eye protection, proper hearing protection. Our match fees, we have limits on how much you can charge for a match, because whole families come out and do this.
Sure.
And when mom and dad and the 4 kids come out, and they don't want to pay a $150 match fee. So our match fees are very low. There's usually lunch included with it. There's almost always a prize table that's a random draw. So it's not just the hot shots that are that are walking away with the merchandise and then selling it to finance their next trip.
So if I wanted to get involved in this, how do I go about doing that?
Well, the easiest way is you go to nssf.org/rimfire. When you get to the Rimfire page, there's several tabs. One of them is Find an Event. The first tab is Introduction. You can read the narrative. You can watch videos. We did videos a couple years ago that are fairly instructive. And it gives you a feel as to what you're going to see when you get there and what you're going to find. Then you can go to Find an Event, and you can find an event in your area and just show up, and I guarantee you'll be welcomed with open arms.
Is it fairly widespread? Geographically?
Nationwide.
So
we've actually had people shooting matches in Scotland and in Canada.
Is that right?
So it's popular because it's inexpensive. It's fun, it's family oriented. It's just easy to do.
Well, Tim, I certainly appreciate you coming in. It's Tim Norris with Rimfire Challenge from National Shooting Sports Foundation, and you're watching SHOT Show TV, and I'm David Lombardo.